Hey, it's Dom,
And Amber.
and you're watching the Here Comes Trouble podcast.
Hi.
Hi!
And welcome back to the Here Comes Trouble podcast.
Episode 6?
Six.
Hell yeah. 6. Let's go.
We had a hard time figuring out what to talk about this week.
But then we were already having a full discussion about books.
Yeah.
So we figured,
Why
we'll
not just talk about
we'll
that?
keep the cameras rolling.
Exactly. So we're going to talk about books today. We're going to talk about where our love for reading started, why reading is important in a time of illiteracy, and books that we're reading right now. And
you're going to learn a lot about us.
yeah, my experience, I'm an author, so I have a very different perspective and experience on books. I have an English degree in creative writing, so much of my life has revolved around books and words and at times writing those words. So, yeah, we're going to get into all of it today.
Yeah. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with, what was the first, big book that you remember reading?
Like when I became sentient and realized
Yeah. When it stopped feeling like you had to read, and, what was the first thing you remember choosing to read?
Okay, well, I feel like my experience is a little bit, it kind of,
Oh, God.
it totally explains who I am and what I'm interested in now as a person.
Yeah.
But I always kind of liked reading, but not really. And then I would say maybe in like 5th or 6th grade, I think 5th grade, I got bronchitis. And my family is very like I grew up with my grandparents and I lived in my grandparents' house, and my mom also lived at my grandparents' house. So we
Right.
were all there.
Yeah.
And my grandparents were very much the kind of people where it was like, "Oh, you're bored? Go read the dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh, you're bored? Go read a book." Like, you're not getting on this TV and thinking you're gonna be sick
Yeah.
and on the TV all day. That's
Yeah,
not
that's
happening.
fair.
So I had bronchitis. I was homesick from school. My mom and my grandmother were going to the library for something anyways, and they were like, "Oh, you think you're going to be homesick on the TV all day? Guess again. You're coming with us to the
Going to the
library, and you're
library."
picking a book out, and that's what you're going to read while you're homesick for like 3 or 4 days."
And now looking back, you're like,
And I
that
was
was your
like-
threat?
No, literally. But at the time, I was like,
Oh, the
what
library.
the fuck? Like, I have to be sick with bronchitis and read? You guys
Just when I thought it
fucking
wouldn't get
suck.
worse.
You guys suck, dude. And so we went to the library, and I found this book that sounded really interesting because my mom is a hippie. And so she was very much into other religions, other spiritualities, other whatever. So there were always books in the house on psychology, Hinduism, Buddhism, Wicca, all that stuff. And so I found this book that was essentially, it was called The Unexpected One.
Okay.
And it's this woman who I think is like an author or a historian or something like that. I haven't read it in years. But she finds out somehow that she is one of the descendants of Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene.
Okay.
And she gets
Okay.
invited to come to this chateau with this guy, and under certain pretenses, and then she finds out more and more and more, and then like these people are trying to kill her because she's trying to find, like, she is the key to finding the Gospel of Mary Magdalene.
Okay.
Dude, it was fucking insane.
Yeah, sounds
It's
insane.
it was like the coolest, most insane book I've ever read in my life. The twists and turns and the betrayals and the information and the way that they handle like Christ
I
and
kinda
Mary
wanna read it now.
Magdalene and all that stuff. Holy shit, it was so good. And I remember reading it and being like, this is what it's like to
Reading
read.
can feel like this?
Whoa. I was like, I was there. You know how,
Yeah.
Like, I literally was like, "Oh my God, I was there." I would get up every morning sick as a fucking dog and be like, "Where's my book?"
Oh,
Like,
and I
I
still get
wanted
that way.
dude, me too,
I
so do
still
I.
get that way when I
Sometimes
get
I
into a
won't go
good
to
book.
bed until I finished it, and
It's
I go to bed
bad.
at, like, 4
No,
o'clock
it's
in the morning.
bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really bad. But that was the first book where I was like, "Oh, shit. I didn't know you
I
could
think I
write
like
about
this.
this, and you could, like, make it interesting?"
It's an adventure.
Like, what the
I'm on a
fucking fuck?
personal
Like,
adventure
I
right now.
was in it. Yeah, I was in it. Like, as things were happening, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I
I just like
love
couldn't put it. I
that.
could not put it down. And it was the first book I was ever sentient aware of. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit! And I read it years later, and I was like, yeah, I get why I love
Yeah.
this. Like,
Now I
It
want to
didn't get
read it.
old.
Now I
I
want to
read
read
it
it.
like I think I read it like last year, and I was like, yeah,
I want to read it.
it
I'm
was
gonna go
so
home,
good,
check on my Kindle, see if it's available.
dude. It
Cause
was so fucking good.
my first, which for anyone that knows me, very ironic. Second grade, my teacher and I was a very advanced reader from a very young age,
Same.
which like I like sounds so stupid, but now my daughter's the same way.
No, yeah.
But
It's the neurodivergence, dude.
second grade, my teacher had one of those like you tear a page off calendars and it has a quote every day,
Yeah.
but it was all Harry Potter quotes. And I
Okay.
was like, "Oh, I really love the vibe of this. Like, what is this?" And she's like, "Oh, those books I think are too big for you." And I was telling my mom about it, and she let me read the first book. And at that
Okay.
point, I think only 3 of the books were out,
Yeah.
and I went through all 3 in second grade
Yeah.
within like 2 weeks, maybe. Like, got so obsessed with it and then grew up with it. My mom was very obsessed with it, my brother,
Yeah.
my sister. So it was something that like we went to the midnight book drops, we went to the midnight movie
Yeah.
premieres. We were fortunate enough that like when the Universal Studios parks opened, like
Yeah.
we went to those. And now,
R.I.P. J.K. Rowling. Sorry.
yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling and everything she stands for. But now I work at an independent magic wand shop making and selling Harry Potter wands. Like I grew up and
Full
became
circle.
Ollivander. It's crazy.
That's
Which is
literally
funny.
what my fiance calls her.
Yeah,
like
whenever
literally.
I come over, he's like, "What up, Ollivander?" But yeah, it was so formative to my life because it was that same feeling of like, oh, I'm on a journey right now.
I am
Oh, I'm
at Hogwarts,
and
dude.
like to have my whole family also get obsessed with it and like
Yeah.
turn in that I was like, oh, this is magic in real
Yeah.
life. This is amazing. And then got into like the Percy Jackson series. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
the Percy Jackson of it all.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you know that they had spin-offs for the Roman gods and the Egyptian gods too?
No, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, read through all of those.
Okay, see?
All of them.
I'm
Oh,
like ready and willing to go back. Like I never read the Harry Potter books ever growing up. I don't know why I avoided them. I don't know. I don't know why.
that's fair.
But I saw a TikTok of a woman reading them as an adult, and she was like, "You need to read these books as an adult." And I was like, "Should
you
I?"
still to this day
And
have
I
not?
no, I work at the library.
Oh,
So
okay. I was like, what? What?
because I work at the library, I was like, "We have all of them. I'm just gonna check them out and I'm
Correct.
gonna read them." I feel like I was almost more traumatized as an adult, low
Yeah.
key,
Yeah.
because it got to the end, like when Dumbledore dies or whatever, and like the last book, I was at the studio with Chase reading it, and Chris was there, and Chris and Chase were working and making beats and doing shit, and I was sitting on the couch in the studio reading this book,
Sobbing.
and then all of a sudden Chase looks over, and I'm literally like,
Yeah. I'm telling you, like as a kid,
I was
that
like,
was crazy. Yeah.
dude,
I hate J.K. Rowling. And now like
I
looking back on the
know.
series, it's so tainted.
And
Like
ugh,
the way she named the characters, the way she
dude,
made them all stereotypes, like it fucking sucks because it's
it
all ruined
hurts
now.
so bad.
But like, oh, it was so integral to my life.
Yeah.
Like it really was magic for me.
Yeah.
And that's what got me into it. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I can read big books.
Yeah.
Because even the first Harry Potter book is like, it's a
It's
decent
a decent size.
for second grade. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I can read big books. I can read big things. Yeah. Because my mom
Yeah.
was like making me read newspapers for party tricks when I was like
No.
a toddler. She's like,
That's
look what she
crazy.
can do. And I'm like, this isn't fun.
That's not fun for
This
me.
isn't fun.
The fuck?
But it's so funny because you were like, oh, I used to have to read the dictionary. My daughter now, super advanced reader,
Yeah.
always has been. She reads encyclopedias for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't make her. I don't choose those
Well,
books for her.
encyclopedias were fun.
She
Dictionaries, not so much.
she we go to the bookstore and she
Yeah.
picks them out. Like,
Yeah.
she wants that. She's so obsessed with animal facts.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
The only books she wants are encyclopedias, and the only movies she wants to watch are documentaries.
I live for her.
I love her so much. She's such an
Ugh,
iconic kid. And she
such
asked
an
me
icon.
a tangent, not a book related thing, but she asked me such thought provoking questions. Like, I remember her being 5, and she looked at me and she goes, "Are vampires mammals? Because bats are mammals, but I don't know that vampires still are." She's like, "Bats are mammals, humans are mammals, but are vampires mammals? Because, like, they're cold blooded, they don't give birth, like."
See, that's crazy.
And I was like,
I love
wait, that
her.
actually fucked me up. Hold up.
Dude, I live for her. Let me actually consult with a couple people and I'll get back
I
to you.
genuinely, my spooky girl group chat, I had to hit up and be like, "Yo, I need some insight on some vampire lore because I think it's very, like, case dependent on how." Like, oh, it was crazy. And it still
That's
fucks me up
so
to this day because there's so
funny
many
to me.
answers. But
And
yeah,
that's what happens when you read.
because, like, you need context to even be able to formulate these
Correct.
questions. You have to
Like,
know vampire
reading
lore
is
enough to be
so
like,
important.
well, they don't
Reading
have
is so
warm
important.
blood, they don't give birth. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
Dracula,
think
go
that
ahead.
reading is so important for, like, contextualizing all of the human experience.
Yes.
Just as in general.
Yeah.
And also critical thinking. Like, okay, as an author, something I have heard a lot from people is I don't give things away I make it a little bit difficult for the reader.
Yeah.
In that there's a lot of nuance.
Mhm.
There's a lot of, like, silent,
Oh, dude.
you know?
Okay, I just read Amber's newest book she just finished. That isn't going to be out
For a
soon.
while, for a
Like, a
while,
while.
yeah. For a
Like,
little
this is
while.
like a rough draft. Like,
Yeah.
chapters don't even have names yet.
No, yeah.
But she let me read it because it is so my brand, and I've been so obsessed with it ever since it was a concept. She let me read it when she was done writing. And this whole time, I mean, it's been about probably 6 months since you came up with the concept.
Yeah,
And, like,
it's been a while.
through all this, you've been telling me about the characters,
Yep.
about the plot developing, making choices on how you want
Yeah.
things to play out. And I went into this fully thinking, like, okay, I know what it's about. I know what's going to happen. I know the plot twist ending. I know how that's going to go. And still was hit so hard with the way it played out. I was like, oh my God. As she FaceTimed me after, I was like, I'm shaking. This was a religious experience for me. I cannot believe, after being fed ahead of time everything that was gonna happen, I still, like, was caught so off guard. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I think that that's so. I write in a way that is important for people to, like, learn how the nuance of human interaction and relationship.
And it also, I like your books because, like, they're not light reading in the way that, like, you actually really have to process what's happening and
Yes.
really take it in. Because I know a lot of people that are like, oh, I'll read a book, but I'll read, like, a chapter here and then a week later read a chapter. And, like,
Yeah.
I've never, like, if that's your pace that you read at,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one thing, but I've never liked that because it breaks the story up too much and you're not, like, feeling it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be invested in it, and your books really, like, make you do that. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be.
It's so funny though because the root beneath,
Mhm.
my high school English teacher, and this is the highest praise that you can get from your high school English teacher, especially the one that I had. Like, she does not give a compliment unless she fucking means it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so my high school English teacher texted me after she read the book that I published in July.
Mhm.
And she was like, there's not a word that's not perfect. It was a religious experience for me.
Yeah.
And afterwards, she told me that she did read it a chapter at a time. Simply
Really?
because she would read a chapter and then she'd put it down and she'd be like,
Whoa, I need to sit with that.
Yeah.
That was a really heavy book,
It is,
honestly.
in a lot
like,
of
very
ways.
spiritually heavy,
Yeah.
very, like,
Racially,
historically.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she would read it and then she would sit with it and she'd be like, oh, I need a minute. I need a minute for that. And then she would come back to it a couple hours later and she'd read another chapter
Mhm.
and she'd put it down and be like, whoa. So she said she calls it, like, savoring it. She's savoring
Yeah.
it.
I'm saying the people that, like, will go a week without
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. I can't
you're
do
missing
that.
out on the
No,
story
yeah, I
now.
can't do that. And I can understand there are some people that do that because they're like, wait, the book is so good, I don't want to be done with it. But I don't feel
Yeah.
that way.
I've never had that
I've never
experience,
felt
but I'm
that
sure
way.
it's valid.
I've never felt that way.
Sure. I'll give it
Yeah.
to you, I guess, but I no.
Yeah.
If I like a book, I quite literally like it's all I think about. It's
Yeah.
in my dreams. If I dare to
No, me
sleep,
too.
I lit
Me too.
Amber's book. It's not a short book. I blew through it in
No.
4 hours.
No, yeah, you did. You texted me 4
Like
hours ago.
I
And to be fair, I also feel like my education in creative writing
Mhm.
is primarily from a poetry lens.
Yes, and that very
So,
much comes across in your writing.
yeah. So I write with a lot of poetic language.
Mhm.
My spacing is
Yeah.
like prose writing.
Yeah.
And so it's not like paragraph blocks.
Right.
Like I give lines room to breathe, and I think that's what makes it look longer sometimes.
Yeah.
Although the word count,
That's
I
what I'm saying.
think
Like it's still not a short
it is
book.
still a pretty long
It's
book.
still
But I think it's like it's a little bit more consumable.
it's it consumed me. I'll tell you that much. I'm not trying to give anything away, but wow. Wow.
I think that's partly why I enjoy writing so much too, is because in my bio forever, every book I've ever published has been like, I am a human enthusiast.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why I love reading, is because I am a human
Mhm.
enthusiast and I get to experience the wide breadth of human emotion
Okay, so
from so many different lenses and perspectives.
I think there is a part of that that is now being exposed to me. Now that
Mm.
I've been exposed to smut and like dark
Oh,
because
okay,
there's
okay,
like
okay, okay,
I've
okay.
always read books that are very protagonist forward, very like
Strong, like strong
yeah,
female
yeah,
protagonist.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there is someone to root for, and then like
Okay.
now I got a Kindle for Christmas. I've been looking for new things to read, and most of my friends read smut. So Amber obviously formulated a list of books for me to read, and I've been reading through them.
Just to preface, I've been reading smut since before it was
Oh
probably
yeah, yeah.
acceptable for me to be reading smut.
And
Like,
Amber and I are also into a lot of the same things.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
we're very like-minded. So she
Yeah.
knows what I would be interested to read to begin
Yeah.
with. And I'm reading through these books and I'm like, "Oh, they're all bad people. They're
Yeah.
all horrible humans." And I was saying
Yeah.
this to you earlier. We're like, I'm so into it, but then if I think about it for half a second, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is fucked. Oh, this is
It's
fucked."
almost like mental catharsis.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's exposing me to a different side of the human experience and
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah, yeah, yeah,
people
yeah,
and
yeah.
of
And it takes you to a place that you don't usually go to or allow yourself to
correct,
go to outside of a safe
which is kind of
space.
getting me more into it. Not even just like the sexual aspects and the appeal there, but just like, oh, I've never seen this
Yeah.
represented
The
before. Oh my
psychological
god.
thriller of
Oh
it
my
all,
god.
low
Yeah,
key.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, there's a whole part of my like my baser animal
Instincts
instincts
that
are
is
like,
being
oh
triggered.
my god, that actually exists.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets to come alive a little bit in a way that is safe. Like I'm in my own room
Yes.
by myself, existing
Yes.
with these characters in a way that is like,
If I knew these people in real life, I would be
running for the fucking
and
hills.
that's another thing because I literally we were like, "Oh my god, to have a psychotic man that sees you as his muse." Okay, but that's happening to me in real life,
And it's scary
actually,
as
and it's
shit.
literally terrifying.
No.
Like
And I
the
say that
things
to
that I'm
people
actually
all the time.
inspiring, actually scary.
Yeah.
If it was real life, terrifying. But
Yeah.
reading about it somehow, I'm like, oh.
Because it's safe. It's safe.
Right.
These people are not going to
Right.
jump out of the book and interact with you.
Exactly.
These people
They're
are not
not real.
real.
It's right. I still get to tell myself, "Oh, that's not real." Whereas, like when it's happening in real life, like, "Oh, my life's
I need to
actually in
run.
danger."
Help. I'm in danger. Like,
I think.
help.
When do I call the authorities?
No, literally. But yeah, smut has always been. I've always had like a very interesting and complicated relationship with smut because I think the first books that I read that teetered on that in
Mhm.
some ways, like I was telling you, I read that series, like the Wicked series,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not the Wicked that you guys are thinking. It's like a witchy YA sort of
Right, right, right.
book. Um, and if you have read it, please comment below because I need to find my people. I don't know many people that have read this book. It was
No, I
very
had
like
never heard of it.
for a time, and I think it was right around 7th grade,
Mhm.
maybe 8th grade, something like that, like middle school era. And the love story was enemies to lovers. And so
Mm.
that's what I was consuming during like my pubescent years where I was just figuring
Yeah,
out
yeah,
like
yeah,
what do I
yeah,
like?
yeah.
What do
Yeah.
I and I was getting bullied at school by all the boys too. So reading in
Right.
enemies to lovers where like
You're like,
it
oh
kind of
wait,
works
this
out.
might work out for me.
Right, where it kind of
Yeah.
works out and it wasn't even like I think this might work out for me. It's like, oh well, at least they're being treated well eventually.
But it's the same thing that we were
Yeah,
saying
it's
earlier where
catharsis.
like it gives your brain a space to be like, "Oh, well like
Yeah.
at least I know it's an option that
Yeah.
someone might be doing this because
Correct.
they actually love me."
Correct. Yeah. Exactly. You have a crush on me.
You could
Right?
you could
Right?
have a crush
Right.
on me. That's an option.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think it got to a point where it just kept getting elevated. You know what I mean? So it's like I
Mm.
started there and then I read a step up from that. And then I read a step up from that. And then I read a step up from that.
See, and that's the
And
thing. It's
now
like,
I'm telling people there is no trigger warning that is too much for me. Like I
yeah.
reached the point I've reached a dead end.
I'm so excited.
I've read as many dark romances and bully romances and like mafia, like all that. I've read so many of them that I can't get on Kindle right now and find one that I haven't read.
I Yeah. I'm only on my second series. I read the
I
Devil's
know.
Night series and now I'm in the Legacy of the Gods series,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I grew up like even though I was into big books early and
Mhm.
like I had the reading capabilities, my mom would read every book that I wanted to read first to make
That's
sure it was
crazy.
appropriate for me. We grew up
Whoa.
in the church. We grew up very sheltered, very protected, very like there was no talking about sex or
Whoa.
anything. So like my whole life I was shamed if there was even kissing in a book. If there was like yeah. So
Whoa.
and again, being raised like religious and in Christianity, like sex is very much frowned upon, and I think
Mm.
that built in so much repression within me
Mm.
where like not only did
Whoa.
that feed into my relationships where I thought if I had sex with someone that had to be the person that I married, which I am now unlearning for the first time in my life, but
Whoa.
also in the media I consumed. So now that I am learning these things, and I'm like, oh, sex doesn't have to be what I thought it was. It didn't have to be this big commitment thing. Now, oh, I could read a casual thing. I can be liberated enough sexually to
That's
read smut for the
crazy to
first
me.
time at 30 years old. Like what the
Whoa,
fuck?
that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like this is just another example of how we really are just like opposites again. Cause I was raised in the church, but I was raised congregationalist. So it's not I would say it's not as like
Yeah.
down your throat sort of vibe.
Right.
Um, but I was raised by a mom who was very sexually liberated. Um, and she wouldn't even my mom wouldn't even go through my phone because she was like, I wouldn't, you're not going to go through mine. I'm not going to go through
My
yours.
parents would Google me every day to
No,
see what came up.
nope. My mom never went through my phone. She trusted me enough not to do that, even though she probably shouldn't have. Because I was getting into all sorts of shit on that thing. Um, she trusted me not. She didn't go on my phone. She didn't pay attention to the books I bought. She didn't pay attention to the movies I consumed, the TV shows, nothing. Nothing.
Mm.
And on top of that, I was raised with the understanding she would always tell me, you can have sex without love and you can have love without sex. The only thing that I need you to do is protect yourself and wear a condom.
See, and I'm learning all that at
Yeah.
30.
Like my mom used to say it's a condom or a casket
Period.
because she would be like, either you're going to get pregnant and it's the end of your life because you're
You will get
literally
pregnant and die.
you will get pregnant and die, or you're going to get an STD you can't come back from. And so she was like, I don't care what you do, who you're doing it with, as long as you trust that person, they're safe, they're clean, and you're wearing a condom. So I was raised in a household where I was in high school and she was like, the bottom drawer in the bathroom is stocked with condoms. If you need it, you take one. You
See,
know?
I
So
no.
dude, I was reading about sex. I was reading
No.
smut. I was um
Nope.
watching movies with sex in it. I was sneaking into the den at night and turning on Skinamax and doing one time for the one time and going back to my room and pretending like it never happened.
No.
And she wasn't checking my watch history.
See, my mom
Like she didn't
was
like.
on the same page where like it's a condom or a casket
Mm-hmm.
because that is the end of your life because
Correct.
she had me young and her mom had her young and our whole family was young moms and
Yep.
she maintained like basically that I ruined her life by
Oh yeah,
being
love that,
born
love that, love
because
that.
she was young, she had to drop out of college, like all this stuff.
And
So
that's
she,
my
so
fault.
she always
Yeah.
let me know
Okay.
how much of a nightmare it was to get pregnant and have a baby.
Oh.
Um, but it was like not in the be responsible about it. It was just don't do it
Yeah.
ever
Ever.
until you're
Because your life
ready
is
for
ruined.
that.
Because you did it to me.
Right.
That's
Luckily,
crazy.
I have germ issues and contamination issues, so STDs were always like a thing I was
Oh,
terrified of.
dude.
Like even in college, like I was going to get tested like monthly,
Yeah,
even if
dude.
I wasn't
Yeah,
having
yeah.
sex, even if I wasn't having sex with a new partner, like I would
No.
still be hopping my
I did
merry
not
ass
play
down to the
about
camp.
that.
No, 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 and I still don't.
And
And
I
I
still
still
don't.
don't.
Yeah,
I
no, I
still
did not
fucking
play about that.
a man. Y'all are gonna get to experience me telling Amber this for the first time right now on
Oh,
camera.
God. Oh, God.
So I posted a little TikTok and I was like, who wants to enter a 2-week soul crushing situationship with me and then like know that we're parting ways? So a man offered to fly me across the country. He's like, I'll pay for everything. Cool. Bought me a plane ticket. And I was like, okay, you're doing all this. You're paying for all this. Love the enthusiasm. You're still going to have to provide me a full STD STI panel before I board a plane.
Who and where?
um I will show you who after.
And
It's in North
where?
Carolina.
Oh, that's not across the country for real. That's just
That's
a
that's
little
a couple
lower.
$1,000.
That's a little lower.
Yeah. I could get home safely from there if I really needed to.
Have I seen this person before?
No.
Interesting. Dude, what is your life?
Well, that's the thing is like I keep like being like nobody wants to date me. Nobody wants to do all this. Like if he wanted to, he would. Blah blah blah. Like I don't want a man that's going to like half-ass things. So how am I going to turn down when a man wants to? If he wanted to, he would and he wants to. So
So he shall.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to stand in my own way. He knows what it is. I said this is not a relationship. I said we could have a little soul crushing situationship for a few weeks. We talked for a couple months so that I knew he wasn't a serial killer. And now, fuck, why not?
I need your location at all
Oh
times.
yeah, you have my location at all times.
Because I'll kill you.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you'll have his full name, his date of birth, and address.
And his phone number.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll even get his ex-wife's number so that you could call CPS on him too.
No, period.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I would.
Correct.
In a heartbeat.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't
And he
play
knows
about that.
this.
Like
People don't play about me. My life's been in danger before, and nobody's gonna make that mistake again.
I need proof of life every day you're there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
I
a
have
quick
preset
FaceTime
check-in
call.
times. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Cool. Because a text message could be him.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a
I'll
FaceTime call.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
We'll set designated times of like if you don't FaceTime me at this time, I'm literally calling the
Something's
cops.
wrong.
Don't play.
Yeah. Okay, period.
I'm gonna be there for like 36 hours. That's it.
Oh. Period.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, shit.
We love a hit and run.
Well, shit. Hit and run. No, but he was like, we don't even have to have sex. Like that doesn't even have to be like I want to take you on a date. Like I want to hang out with you. But I still was like, you have to get a full panel STD STI screening just in case. Just in case.
Yeah. Whoa. And see, I could write a book about this.
And that's the thing is now that I'm reading dark romance, I'm like, hold on, am I making?
I'm scared.
I'm making bad choices because
scared.
the main character I'm reading right now is getting kidnapped and chased down.
No,
like,
that's fair.
Am I subconsciously feeding it?
No, I thought about it. Which is why I said you have designated reading times.
Correct.
You have designated check-in times because I've read far too much dark romance.
Well, now I'm just getting into it. My mind's open to all sorts of possibilities.
I just think it's so crazy that you hadn't gotten into it before now, and I get all the reasons why you hadn't, but it's
But it's so
so up your
counterintuitive to who I
alley.
am.
Yeah. It's so
Oh, and
mhm.
I'm enjoying it.
It's
I'm
so good. And there
enjoying
are
it.
it's I hate the side of Book Talk that like just doesn't get it because they just see it as like morally bankrupt and that anybody who's into it is fucked in the head and morally bankrupt. And while it is true that I am fucked
I
in
was
the
gonna say,
head,
and I am fucked in the head, and what?
while it is true that I am fucked in the head, I think that it's just like let people consume what they want to consume. There's like a fine line between like something being like really sick and disgusting and weird and just like something being a little bit darker. Like I
Right.
have seen like I had a conversation with this girl who I'm mutuals with and there was a book that got written and the description of it was like she was a child, like a 2 year
No.
old,
Already no.
and the guy
Already
had
no.
already taken interest in her by that
Already no.
point, but then she turned 18 and he finally
Already
like
no.
jumped on the chance and I was like,
No.
you need to be put on a list
Jet. Check their
because
history.
what the
Check their
fuck
browser history.
are you talking about?
No. No,
And
no.
I'm talking to you. That shit is fucking weird and gross.
I'll read a lot of sick,
And it was
twisted
like,
shit, but
correct.
pedophilia,
I will not do
incest,
it.
not doing it.
I draw the line.
That's
I don't have many lines when
again,
it comes to book
Amber
reading.
has reached a dead end.
I have reached a dead end in so many ways. I have read some morally bankrupt
And
shit,
the first series that Amber had
but
me read, there is like this confusing plot line where they want you to think there's incest, and then like
there's
later down
not.
the line you find out that they're not
It's
actually
not.
related.
It was never a thing.
But like the first two books, I'm like, Amber.
But they also were
Amber.
never doing that either. You know what I mean?
Right, but they kind of
way that
they
yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah,
you
yeah. She
think
tries
it,
to make you very
and they
uncomfortable by thinking that.
yes, and they
but then
explain it
yeah,
later
yeah, yeah.
on. But in the first two books, I'm like,
Uh,
Amber, what is this?
yeah,
And she's like, I
no.
promise you, if that's how it ended,
I
would not
wouldn't have
read
finished it.
I wouldn't tell you to read it.
No.
Yeah, I don't fuck with
Like
that shit.
incest and pedophilia.
Mm-mm.
You people are fucking
I couldn't
sick.
even make it through Lolita.
Put the books down. Put the pen down. Put the laptop away. Quit it. But
Literally call 911.
no, actually. But
Turn
like
yourself in.
some of the dubious consent things is a line for people where they're like, why would you want to read that? And I think I was talking
we were talking
to you
about this earlier.
as a person who has been essayed
Mm-hmm.
and has a lot of experience, unfortunately, several experiences with
Right.
essay. Sometimes reading it, like I said earlier, is a weird sort of catharsis.
Yeah.
Where I'm able to see something that is akin to that
Mm-hmm.
in a safe environment
Right.
with a woman that I know if she said no, stop,
And that's
the
the
guy
thing.
is so obsessed
Right.
with her and so in love with her enough to not
And
actually cross
that's
lines.
the interest as a baseline, like even in real life, like experiencing assault, experiencing abuse, stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then entering a sexual dynamic where you can get choked, you can get chased, you can get
Slapped in
threatened
the
or
face.
told no, you can't say no, you're gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like safely, and knowing that if you were actually in danger or actually uncomfortable,
Like if you said a
you
safe
could
word,
say
it's
no,
over. Yeah.
you can stop it. That gives you so much power and helps you a lot.
Yeah.
Because like obviously like I've been having a lot of sexual experiences post abuse,
Mm-hmm.
and that's been a big thing. Is like I've had very respectful partners, a lot of partners that have really
Mm-hmm.
cared about me, and all of them every single time have been like, what is okay for you?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do anything that's going to trigger you, make you uncomfortable. And it's comes back to the same thing of like knowing that I have the power to stop it.
Yeah.
is all that I need to, like,
Correct.
know that you care enough to
Mhm.
not actually want me
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And I
Go ahead,
trust
slap
you
me in the
enough.
face a little.
Correct.
Go
And I trust you enough
ahead.
that if I say the word that ends it all, that you'll end it all.
And that is a comfort in
Yeah.
itself. So to be able to read it and have that built into it
Yeah.
and then be like, these are fake people anyway. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's
there's also just like I think that there is when you have had a history of trauma abuse
mhm,
and all sorts of stuff, there is just like might sound bad, but like bear with me. There is a part of your brain that gets activated
mhm.
that once you start living a healthy, normal life, doesn't get fed. And
Yes.
sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
you know? And I
Yeah.
feel like reading a good like dark romance,
It curbs that.
it almost like feeds it a little bit. Like it's
Yeah.
getting the chaos and the
Yes.
crazy toxic bullshit from the book I'm reading and not from
Instead
my
of me
life.
doing some dumb
Yeah,
shit with my life.
correct. And so I think because I was so deeply abused and so deeply traumatized, I need books like that a little bit more often, and that like there is that desire to create chaos and like
Yeah.
toxicity that I can consciously be like, that's so
Mm.
fucking bad, and there is no part of me that actually really wants that, but I do want to like wet my chops a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I'll read a dark romance where they absolutely fucking hate each other and eviscerate each other, and I cry and I get angry, and then I watch them fuck each other up in several different ways.
Correct.
And then they end up like obsessed with each other and in love with each other. And I'm like, wow, and I get my happy ending. I
Yeah.
get all this crazy toxic bullshit
And a cherry
and a
on top.
happy ending.
Yeah. It's
That's what the
honestly
fuck I'm talking about,
it's
brother.
been doing wonders for my celibacy chapter cuz like,
Yes.
okay. That too.
Like
But also like, okay, I still get to like have all the graphic experiences of these
yeah.
sexual dynamics. And
And not have to
I
do
can
a
I don't have
singular
to
thing.
talk to anyone. I don't
Yeah.
actually have I can be at home in my bed
Yep.
where no one can get to me.
Exactly.
And I can still experience it.
Exactly.
Third hand.
And
I love that.
I also I think I appreciate a morally gray or black character because in an odd way when you have gone through what I've been through, you understand them.
Mm.
Like there's this one series that I'm a huge fan of, um, and it's written by Monty J, and it's called The Hollow Boys, and I can't wait until you read it because I know
Oh
I gave you that as a
yeah.
suggestion. And one of the characters was raised by a serial killer father, and
Mm.
he killed women and forced his son to be around while it was
Mhm.
happening. And I think that there is a nature and nurture. Because to me, as a psychology bitch and a counselor, like a counselor in training, there is an aspect of me that has always been very interested in the human mind
Mhm.
and the choices that get made and nature versus nurture
Yeah.
and how often it's really just both. And I think reading that book, this character is a psychopath serial killer,
Mhm.
but there's also a part of you that understands that he didn't have a fucking chance because he was
Yeah.
raised by a serial killer. So he already has, I think, a little bit of the
Right.
nature aspect. And then his father went a step further and forced him around it.
Yeah.
So now there's the nurture aspect. And it's like, it's really hard to fight that and combat that and come out normal.
Yeah.
And so there's a part of you that understands the character. There's a part of you that fucking hates the character. There's a part
Yeah.
of you that loves the character. And then through the female love interest whose mother was a victim of the father, and she watched him kill her mother, and now she has like this weird desire to kill as well. It's like it's
Mm.
crazy
Yeah.
watching their interactions and like getting to also kind of want to fuck both of them through each other. It's like this
Oh, and that's the
crazy
thing is
it's
like
this crazy weird
smut on its
experience that is
own
like so interesting.
smut on its own so many people have recommended me over the years because, like, as we've gotten older, it's
Mhm.
gotten kind of trendy. More people
Yeah.
are open to it. I think
Yeah.
we're in a more sexually open world for
Mhm.
women to discuss things like this. But being bisexual,
Yeah.
it adds
It adds so
something.
much.
It adds
It adds so much because
something.
you
I don't
literally
know which
want
one of
to
you I
be
want to
which one.
be.
Yeah. You want to be both. That's
Yeah.
why when I'm reading, it's like I am.
Yeah.
Especially because I
I'll
read
make
a
them
lot
both
of books
take
that are dual
turns.
POV.
Yeah.
And I write books that are dual POV
Yeah.
because I like feeling that way. Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I get to experience what sex with him is like from her perspective, and then I also get to experience what sex
Yeah.
with her is like from his perspective.
Yeah.
And I'm having the time of my life.
It's literally uh, incredible.
It's so
10 out
good.
of 10 experience. I'm thrilled with
Yeah.
the things that I'm consuming
Yeah,
so
yeah.
far.
It's so good. And then there are like it's crazy because I think when you read smut and you enjoy it, people think that you either don't read other things, aren't capable of reading other things, or don't enjoy other things, and that's
Mhm.
just not true.
Mm-mm.
Like one of my favorite books of all time is The Time Traveler's Wife.
Oh. Oh.
I've read that book so many times and I will never forget the first time I read it. It
Mm.
ruined
Oh,
me.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
That's like one of the books you read and it rewires your brain.
The first time I read that book, it was my first year in convention sales.
Yeah.
I was at a convention on an ice rink.
Yeah.
On an ice, not around the ice rink, not in the, like, the ice was here. They put boards down, they put planks down, and we were sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
I was freezing and sobbing,
Yeah.
and I just remember, like, shaking so violently from the combination,
Yeah.
and it was a horror convention,
It was
and
bad,
Kane
yeah.
Hodder, who plays, Jason,
Yeah.
I was shaking, could barely walk out of the building, and Jason fucking looks at me, and he's like, "That's a good way to get caught while you're getting chased," and I was like, "You have no idea the
Yeah.
experience I'm having
You
within
don't
my
even know
body
what's
right now,
going on
sir.
right now.
You don't even
You don't even know what's
understand."
going on right now.
Oh, I
No, yeah, I was in high school.
oh, it hurt.
It hurt
Hurt.
me.
Yeah.
It hurt me real bad. That's another one though that like as you get older though and you read it, you're like, this is a little
Yeah.
because you were interacting with her as a
Mhm.
child. Like,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
yikes.
But I think a lot of things you can look
Yeah,
back
yeah,
on and be
yeah.
like,
It's really hard. It's hard too because it's like that's one of the books where it's like he didn't necessarily. I don't know. He like did he? Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
you know what I
Again,
mean.
if you think about it for half a second too long, you're
It's
like,
yeah, 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 yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it's like the different timelines of him. Like he
Mhm.
met her for the first time as a young adult, like in his
Right. Yeah,
20s,
yeah,
actually, while she was 20. But then the older version of him that was already married to her,
yeah.
already had
Right.
whatever, met her as a child.
Right.
So it's like it's like a weird, complicated.
Yeah.
But it was ugh.
And that's the thing, is like, am I capable of consuming general literature?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Do I want to? At this point in time, being politically informed, having two kids, having at this point 2 jobs, like, I actually, if I have 5 minutes of downtime, I actually would like something a little light, a little fun, something to take my mind off of the
Yeah, I'm
horrors.
not
Like,
trying to fucking cry
I'm not,
be an
I'm
absolute
already so
mess.
emotionally wrecked so often.
Yeah.
I
I
would
don't want
like
yeah.
a break from that.
That's what I was telling someone. They were like, "You read a lot of smut." And I'm like, "Yeah, because it's fucking easy and I shut my brain off."
I need
I
to pump
don't
some
need
serotonin into this thing sometimes,
correct.
okay?
Correct. I'm in grad school to be a therapist.
Like, I'm fucking stressed.
I don't need to read anything that's
Afford me the
going
small
to gut
joys
wrench
in
me. I
life.
just don't.
I, j- I, it, I'm gonna read my smutty little books about my
Yeah.
little psychopathic boyfriends and
Yeah.
their little innocent girlfriends, and I'm going to love it.
Yeah. Every
Eat my
day.
ass if you don't like it.
No, literally. And like I'm trying to do this thing where I'm partially reading a nonfiction book by like
Yeah,
chapter. Like I'll read a chapter at a time. And then I'm actually not reading right now because I'm writing so much.
you have
And
written a lot.
I've been very creatively
Yeah.
inspired. But when I'm writing, I don't like to read anything because I don't want my writing voice to sound like what I'm reading.
Yeah.
So I notice that I'll go through periods of time where I'm very creatively inspired and I won't read a singular fucking thing. And then I'll get it all out and I come into like almost like a writer's block,
Mm.
and then I'll read for a while and I'll be in a phase of like I'll read like a couple books a
Yeah, yeah,
day,
yeah.
and then I'm like I don't want to read anymore. And then I'll listen to like music and do podcasts, and then I'll get creatively inspired again.
It's a nice
And it'll be like
cycle.
a cycle of
Yeah.
like I'm going to spend some time writing, and usually my my writing process, and I was telling someone this, I think it was at my author night. I had an author night at a local library, and someone had a question about my writing process
Mhm.
because I guess the presentation that I made, the way I was describing it, they were like, "That's interesting." Um, I'm a fucking psychopath. Like I'm a crazy person
Yeah.
in that these characters speak in my brain. They have full-fledged personalities and lives
Yeah.
inside my head, and I will dream about them.
Yeah.
I think about them all the time. I think about things that they would say. I think about their lives happening. Like, and until I get them out, just feel full in my mind.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that I have ADHD. So every single series that I'm writing and every single character that exists,
They're all
they're
intermingling in
all
your brain.
intermingling my fucking brain. And I'm like, dude, these need to come out. So like I'll finish one book and then I'll work on another book in the other series, and then I'll finish that book, and then and like
Yeah.
because they're so like loud in my mind, they come out very quickly. And it doesn't mean that they always come out with the perfect verbiage.
No, you
Like,
gotta get it out before you can
yeah,
refine it.
and I always do. I will spend probably 6 months to a year writing a book, but I'm writing 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So it's like I have all these ideas, and then because I've had the idea, then the characters develop. It's
Yeah.
like, you know how people are like, "Oh, I have an idea," and then they write it down and they come back to it later? Fuck no. If I have the idea, the
It's all
characters are
coming out.
forming now, and now I'm like, "Oh, well, now I have another fucking personality living inside my head that I have
Yeah.
to write out of it."
But I also kind of love that when I don't write, I I couldn't write for shit. But
I don't know, but
in reading, it's the same thing because like you've gotten me into like series. That's what
yep,
I've picked up lately. I've done a
yep.
couple like independent other non-smut
I'm a
books.
series girl. I
But
wanna be with these characters for a
and
long
that's the
time.
thing is like I'll blow through a book in a day, but then like I go to work, I'm doing other things, and
Mhm.
like that's all I can think about is how
Yes.
the rest of the characters' lives play out and what the
Yes.
next books are gonna be like, and that's all I can think about
Uh-huh.
until I read it.
Yeah.
And I'm just counting down the minutes until I have the free time to do it, which is not
It's not a lot. That's like I'm in grad school and I have work. I
enough.
carry a notebook with me everywhere, or I put it in the notes app on my phone,
Mhm.
and then I'll come home from work and I'll be up until 3 or 4 in the morning
Mhm.
getting everything out of
Well,
my
that's the thing.
brain.
I can't stay up till 3 or 4 AM. My
I
mental
can't
health
help
depends
it.
so badly on sleep that I have to be very regimented about it, but
I can't help
I
it.
I
When I have
I
a
will have
book in my
psychotic breaks.
mind, when I have a book in my mind, my mental health depends on
Yeah.
getting the characters out of my brain. Like I can't sleep or function properly
Yeah.
if they're all fucking existing in there. I
That's
just
fair.
can't. So then for months I will go to bed at like 3 a.m. and then I'll finally finish, and my sleep schedule regulates so hard, and I'm like, yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
self-regulate. But
Yeah.
I
And
like there's so many people that are like, "Okay, well, why don't you like listen to audiobooks like in the car or at
fuck
work?"
no.
Oh, I hate
I hate
audiobooks.
an audiobook.
I
I read faster than you're fucking talking, and it's pissing me off.
But not only that, but also like I have my own voices for these characters in my head. I don't
Yes.
want one voice dictating every
Yes.
character reading
Yes.
slower than I would,
Yes.
using a different cadence than I would. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Or like when
it's
they
not the
have
same
like a
experience.
female voice actor like
And then
voicing
she
a
starts going like this for the male character.
That's why so many
Like,
people have been like, "Oh my god, I want you
no,
to read your book. Like I want you to make an audiobook." And I'm like, "I know for myself that I would not
you need a
enjoy this
male
audiobook if there wasn't a male voice voicing the male whatever
in the way that you
in the
wanted
way that
to.
I want it. I can't do it. Because
No.
if I were to read my audiobook like myself, because some people have been like, "I love your voice," and like I'll read snippets and they'll be like, "Can you turn this into an audiobook?" I would just read it like that. There would be no voices.
Right.
There would be no anything. You're just gonna it's like I'm fucking reading you a bedtime story and it's
And you're
just my
also
voice.
like that just takes away the personalities of the characters. Like
Yeah,
everything that the author works to build is now being taken
correct.
away by a flat tone reading
Correct.
at a pace that
So
makes me want to blow
I
my
would
brains out.
need a dude
Yeah.
to read the parts. Like we're gonna do a
And you'd have to
dramatic
coach
reading
him to be like,
and we're
this
going
is,
back and forth. Like
yeah,
whatever dialogue
like a
there is,
vocal coach.
correct.
This is how I need you to say this line.
No, literally. And it's also like whatever
And that's
dialogue
how
there
it
is,
should be.
I read a line, you read a line. We're in the booth together, bitch. You know
Otherwise,
what I mean?
I can't fuck with audiobooks. I can't do it.
I
I
can't do
wish
it.
that I could because I have so little free time.
Yep.
That's why I like popping on a nice reality TV show while I'm
Uh-huh.
at work, like something that doesn't require brain power but
Uh-huh.
still keeps me. But like audiobooks, just they don't give
I've
the book the depth that I
I've
want it to
gotten
have.
into a few of them because I also at work, I I can't do it. I work at a library
Yeah.
and we're allowed to have a headphone in and I concentrate better when I'm doing something else at the same time because I have
Yeah.
ADHD. And so I'll listen to an audiobook and a lot of the times it's smut. Um because that makes it more interesting and fun for me that I'm at the library
I
listening to people
can't
fuck
do that.
in my
I
ears.
can't.
Um and
If
I
someone
listened to
said
it
the
at
words of people having sex in my ear,
1.25 or 1.5 or something like that speed.
yeah.
Like I speed it up.
Yeah, we did that
Yeah.
when I was reading the Devil's
Yeah.
Night
I
series
speed it
so that
up
you
because that's the only way that I can
I can't
do it.
that takes away all of the fun of these like built up sex scenes for me. If I'm just having some random white lady speaking in my ear being like, and then he drove himself deep inside me.
But here's the thing, it's fun when I'm at work because I'm checking people out and I just hear things in my ear and I'm like,
This is my little secret. But that's
you
the
know?
thing, like not for me.
I prefer
Not
not.
for me.
I prefer not, but
can't.
if I'm at a place where like I can't just read, I will listen to it if I have to. Like if I'm at work, I'll
I
listen
will
to it.
shirk all my responsibilities for the day to have time to just read my book. And I will say the Kindle is
Is everything.
game changer.
Mine is literally right now underneath my pillow.
I debated bringing it here today. I was like, if Amber needs time to get ready, maybe I can finish this chapter. And then I was like, let me not.
No, that makes me so happy though because I suggested these books to you and the fact that you like them, I'm like,
literally I was on page 15
yeah.
and I was texting being like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
And now I'm halfway through the book and I'm like,
Yeah.
this book specifically, because like I finished the whole first series and that was its own thing and I was like, ooh, this is hot, this is fun,
No.
whoa.
This is
book,
you dipping. Okay, so this is what I was gonna say to you. Devil's Night is like you've like checked the temperature with your toe.
yeah.
This is like you're knee deep. Like you're not even fucking waist deep yet, bitch. You're not even coochie deep.
I guarantee you I am.
You're not. You're not though. You're not even coochie deep to how
I'm kind of
how far this can
because
go.
this.
You
Oh my
haven't
god!
even ridden the train to the halfway point
Okay,
of where this can go.
Like I said, this is doing wonders for my celibacy to be able to like just live through these characters.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, it's gonna have the opposite effect. Where I'm gonna be like, oh, someone actually needs to hunt me down and hold me down
and cut you like a fish. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I'm actually gonna have to, and like I don't have a roster right now. I don't have anything. I don't have anyone. And now I'm gonna have to hit up some random guy and be like, oh, I actually need you to threaten my
No, that's not. That's
But
not
like
what we're
that's how
gonna
I
do.
feel is
Actually,
like we're getting to a point where I'm like reading it's not gonna be enough.
no.
Simply
Okay,
reading it
so
is
when I
not.
was reading that series, I thought I knew all my kinks, and then I read that series, and I was like, do I
That like
want to be
little Xbox
chased?
game achievement noise of like
Yeah.
achievement unlocked.
Do I want to be chased? And I do.
And the
Like,
answer
it
is
was the
yeah.
first time where I read something where I was like, that was an option?
Yeah. I knew these things about myself because there's a lot that I've
Oh.
had to work through in therapy.
Mm.
But I've never actually like
Pictured it or conceptualized it in your mind.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
these books do that.
Like it was like a vague peripheral like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'd be open to that. I think that would like I think I'd have fun with that. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah, and it also, like, I think this is another thing. I grew up a Wattpad girl. I grew
didn't.
up a Wattpad
I did
girly
not.
where people were writing the most sick, depraved fan
Okay,
fiction.
but I will once again asterisk for my life. I didn't watch porn until I was 23. I didn't masturbate until I was 20. Yeah. So like I'm real behind. Like I'm on a very different yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why did I not know that?
Yeah.
Zoinks.
Yeah. I think you did
Yeah,
know that and every time
that's
I bring it up you like block it from your memory
because
because
because it's
it's so
so what the
counterintuitive to
actual
the
fuck?
personality I have and the person that I am. And I am very pro sex, pro ho, pro orgasm at this point in my life and have been for years to then be like I don't know shit about fuck.
But
It's
see,
like so counterintuitive.
hearing stuff like that too makes me feel even more depraved.
Well, no, because you've had your whole life to cultivate this, and I've just kind of like speed runned it. Where I'm like,
But like that's I feel like that's normal. I just went
I don't think
I
so.
just I
I think you're more where most people are. Where like you start discovering in teenagerhood, and you like through your life, and then you get to a point. Meanwhile, I like
maybe
in the last 5 years was like, oh, that's a. I'm learning what a kink is, and now I
Oh. Yeah. I've been doing the finger 1-2 step
mm,
since I was like really little. like like I was so young that my mom would look at me and be like, "Amber, cuz you never want to shame a child, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cuz
yeah,
they don't know what they're doing. They just know it
right.
feels good." My mom would be like, "Amber, if you're going to do that, you have to go to the bathroom, sweetie." And I'd be like, "I'm going to the bathroom."
No, I never experienced an
And
orgasm.
then I got ashamed. I got really ashamed, and then I didn't start doing it again until
No, I didn't start masturbating until I experienced an orgasm. I
oh
fully was
no.
sexually active for
Whoa.
several years
No.
before that.
No. I started really early, did my whole bathroom thing, stopped cuz I was like, this is weird. Like nobody else is doing this. And then around middle school, I remember sitting in my bed one time and being like, why the fuck did I ever stop doing that? And that was that.
And
And
that
then
was
I
me at
started
20 years old being like, why did I never
yeah, and
do
then I
this?
started reading smut and I was like, "Oh, this is opening up a
See, no, this
whole
is
new
I had to
a whole
had
new
to
world."
experience an orgasm for the first time during sex, then discovered masturbation, then several years later discovered baseline porn, then had to like figure out what I was doing there and what I was into there, had to go on my own little rabbit hole journeys there, and am now discovering smut.
No. No. My pipeline was masturbation, obviously.
Mhm.
Then in middle school, I started back up with the master because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
stopped. I took a hiatus, and then I started back up. And when I lived with my like, because my mom lived with my great grandmother,
yeah. Uh-huh.
and we would go visit her for like weekends or
Right,
whatever.
right.
And I think we moved in there at a certain point, like for certain days of the week or whatever. And my bedroom was right across from the den, and we had Xfinity, so we had all the extra channels, since like Max,
Oh.
Stars, all that shit. If you went onto Stars and Max after midnight at this time, I don't know if they still do this, but if you went on after midnight,
It's dirty.
they were doing softcore porn. Where like it wasn't like you saw P going in V, like when you're watching like
Yeah.
Pornhub and shit,
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
seeing they put
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
camera
yeah,
down
yeah,
there and
yeah,
they do
yeah,
that. This was just like fully naked boobies, and they're having sex, but it's not focusing on the P in the V.
yeah.
And there's a storyline.
Yeah, I hate them.
Like I was watching like like College Confidential or
Oh
something like
my
that,
god.
and it was like stars softcore, and
I
I would
missed
sneak
this
across
whole
the hall.
era. Like I
Dude,
never.
crazy. I know so many people have had this experience. I would sneak across the hall at like 1 a.m., turn the TV on in the den, lights off everywhere, do my thing, turn it all off,
And go back to bed.
delete whatever I needed to delete.
I would not have had the balls in
Oh
my
yeah.
house.
Oh, I
Oh.
would
No, 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 no,
sneak
no, 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 no,
across
no,
the
no, no,
hall,
no, no, no,
and
no, no,
then
no,
I
no,
would
no, no,
always
no,
have
no.
like, because when you put like press the return button and it goes to a different channel,
Yeah.
I would always have a channel queued up in the return so that if someone came out of the room,
You'd be like, oh,
I
I was just
could
watching
click the
this.
return and be like, oh, I was just watching a movie, I couldn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I was across the hall doing dirty,
Gooning.
depraved things.
Gooning.
And then,
Wow.
and then I discovered smut, and I was like, oh, I don't even need to watch it anymore. I enjoy this more
Right.
because there's an action. Because I actually hate porn because it doesn't have a storyline. I'm not
I hate
interested.
most porn,
I'm not
yes.
interested in anything if it doesn't have a storyline.
Right.
And the book is a whole story
Yeah.
just with little sexy
And I
stuff
get to
peppered
imagine the
in.
people that I'm attracted to.
Right. Where I was like, okay, this is way more fun for me because I
Yeah.
like the story. I like the plot.
Right.
And then the sex is a bonus.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that's what does
no.
it for me. So I was like, I discovered everything in a specific order, and then because discovered it so fucking early,
Mhm.
you just have a lot longer to go down the rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
so I've probably read like I've probably read the vast majority of smut out there. There are some that I
That's
refuse to
wild.
read on principle.
That's fair.
There are some that, like I said before, are like crossing even my
Yeah.
boundaries, and I will never ever ever fucking pick those up.
And that's how
But
it should
like
be.
I read multiple Dramini fan fictions where they diddle each other.
See, I'm
Like I'm
kind of sad I missed out
into
on
it.
that
No, you didn't
era.
miss out on it. I read it. I just read one
It's still
last
out
year.
there.
I just read one last year to the point where I got so invested in this book that sometimes I confuse what happened in the like I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh, this is canon.
Wrong.
This is canon.
The thing about the Harry
I
Potter series now
sobbed
is
like a fucking baby reading it too. Like
I
you
don't
would love Hermione fanfiction.
I don't know that I can do Harry Potter fan fiction
No, you can.
because of my job. I have now met and hung out with so many of those actors and like gotten to know them that I think now it'd be weird.
No, you can.
I'm gonna have to try.
No, you can.
I'm gonna have to try.
Because here's the thing, I don't picture the actors.
Just the characters.
I picture Draco and Hermione. I do not picture the actors when I'm reading Hermione fanfiction at all.
I'll try it. I'm not a put.
I read
My
a
motto
really good
is
one.
I'll try anything twice.
I read a really good one, and it is a little sexy, but it's also like fucking devastating. Like I have a video on TikTok, I will show it to you after this, where I was like, I'm like literally sobbing, and I was like, whoever that fucking bitch was that told me to read this,
Oh,
Fuck
I
you.
think I saw that.
Fuck you. Like, I was not expecting it to go where it did, but it was so well written that I was like, this should be a book. This should be a fucking book.
That's
Whoa.
insane.
Whoa.
I'm open to it.
Yeah. And
I'll
then
add
I
it to my
also
list.
read, what was it? I don't know exactly what it's called, but I read The Marauders. And that is a fan fiction about
Yeah. See, I don't know why
the
they don't make
adults.
that a TV show. Like, why are they revamping Harry Potter the way it was as a TV series instead of doing The Marauders?
Whoa. I read that and I was like, oh no, I don't have any choice but to, like, now I'm really jumbled up because I really feel like this is canon
I
so
really
hard.
don't remember what the fuck
No,
happened.
I'm really so fucked up because to me, it just makes sense that Sirius and Remus were fucking each other. Like,
And
it's
I
like,
don't
no,
see
like,
why
duh.
that...
Like, yeah. Actually, though.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I don't even have any context. I didn't even
So
read it. And
like,
I'm like,
for me, I'm like, no, of course they did.
I'm... One thing about me, I'm always willing to believe that men are gayer than they seem.
No, yeah.
I'm always willing... Yeah,
and
that doesn't surprise me, actually.
And that's why, and this is where I'm really excited for you to go. Why choose? Why choose romances? When I read my first Why Choose, it changed my
You have to tell me the
fucking
best one.
life. Losers. That's one of my favorite series. Why Choose series.
Sorry, I have to add this to my TBR right now. Actually.
No, okay, because here's the thing. I went the pipeline. This was my smut pipeline.
Okay.
I went from sports romances.
We love heated rivalry in this house.
Yeah, so I went from football.
In this house.
I went from football
Okay.
to hockey to dark hockey to dark to dark Why Choose. And when I'm
so new at this.
When I hit dark Why Choose, I was like, oh, no other genre will ever beat this one for me. Because there's something about a girl that has strength of character that a group of guy friends falls in love with and wants to fuck. And they all want her so badly. And some of them are in love with each other that they all just fuck each other.
But Amber and
Every single one of them.
Amber and I's dream in the whole decade that we've known each other
for a long time
has always been,
I want a boyfriend that has a boyfriend.
I want two boyfriends who are also boyfriends.
Yeah.
And I want them to kiss. And I want them
and
to
I
be
want us
equally
all
as
to
obsessed
touch
with
each
me.
other.
Yeah.
I want us all to be
That's
one.
the dream. That's the dream. And somehow this whole time I was like, I couldn't do polyamory. Except,
that's false.
No, I want two boyfriends that are
yeah.
also boyfriends. And I now actually have started telling men that you actually don't have a chance with me unless you're willing to kiss a man for me.
There's something about, like, reading about the love between all of the characters.
Yeah.
Because it's all so different. It's like they all give her something that she needs. Because it's sometimes I think it's unrealistic to ask one person to be everything for you.
Read one of these.
And I think she doesn't have to ask one person to be everything for her. This guy feeds this part of her. This guy feeds this part of her. And all together as a unit, they give each other what they need as a whole.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of polyamorous friends and I see it function in real time with real people.
Yeah.
But I would be very
it's
intrigued.
way more fun in a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as...
Because the thing is...
real life is not as glamorous.
I love my friends so much. One thing about me is the minute my friends start dating someone, that person is like family to me. Like, I can't see you as a sexual being. So I, like, don't actually understand what the appeal is or how, like, why you want that. I think to read about it from
I don't think about that afterwards. It's not like I'm looking at my friends and I'm like, I wonder how they all have sex.
That's what I mean?
Saying. Like, well...
I have something wrong with my brain where I actually think about people are like all the time. Actually,
okay, wait. So I take that back. I take that back
because unfortunately, if you interact with me, I've probably thought
wondering
about what it's like to kiss you or what it's like to be in bed with you or what. I'm sorry,
but I don't think about, like, I'm not picturing their sex life
No,
all the
no, no,
time.
no,
You know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no. And that's
And
the
that's the
thing. It's
difference.
like I think I would like reading about it because as much as I understand polyamory and I respect it and I
Yes.
see how that functions, I think seeing it from like a little bird's eye view would be way
Yes.
better.
Like I've read several Why Choose books where it's a group of guy friends and two of them are gay for each other and one of them joins in every once in a while for things and then they all fall in love with the girl and they like one will be in the P, like the V and the other one will be in the A.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm
And
stupid. I'm
I'm
trying to
like
come up with abbreviations like
and
yes,
I'm
I'm
like
following.
yeah.
Like, hold on, wait.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then she'll be sucking the other one off.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
she's
yeah,
got
yeah,
all the
obviously.
holes,
Obviously.
all the holes are covered.
See, that would never be me, but I love reading about it.
Yeah, that would no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have too many physical health issues to ever have that be me, but I do love reading about it. And I love just reading about the dynamic and the love and all that stuff. So, I feel like once you reach your why choose era, I feel like there's no going back.
So do I do that next? No, because I have to do the Cruel King next. And then do I do Losers? And kind of
You
like jump into. There's still so much yet to be experienced. Where to start? Where to start?
I would read
Because I'm on Legacy of the Gods right now.
yeah, this is Legacy of Gods, and then Cruel King is the one that
Like the
comes first as their
prequel
parents.
series.
I would do. It's hard because I really want you to read the Losers series.
So I'll do that after Cruel King.
Yeah, I would do that after
Okay.
Cruel King. Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited.
yeah, because
Because
it's
again,
a whole.
Amber
It's a whole
knows
different
me.
world.
So
It
she
opens a.
knows what I'm gonna like. I love this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It opens a whole different world up that you didn't even know was possible in books.
Oh, it opens a hole.
It opens several holes. Like I'm telling you, I remember reading it for the first time and being like, "This was an option for me to read about."
Something has changed within me.
How do I read all of them by next week?
And that's the thing. Once again, could I read other things? Yeah. Do I want to?
Not
No.
really.
No. I really am content just like now that I've discovered smut, I am perfectly happy to genre jump and figure out what I like, especially being celibate right now, being able to live through things like, oh, I love this.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot shame me for this, actually.
No.
Nobody could actually tell me shit right now.
No, and you never will be. And that's why I'm like, the book talk community is such a toxic space. And I'm like, let people like what they like, unless it's like really fucking weird and gross, like I was saying.
Again,
Let
if your browser history should be searched because of the books that
and
you're
I'm scared
reading.
of you, and you should go fuck yourself and fuck off. But let people like what they like aside from
Mhm.
that, and stop being so fucking like highbrow judgmental. Like
Right.
just because and I fucking read Wuthering Heights. I've read Pride and Prejudice. I've read the classics. I know I've read Frankenstein. I've read fucking Of Mice and Men. I've read all of these books.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I spent my whole life reading
correct. I've
just
spent
normal
my
fiction
whole life
books.
reading so many fiction books that I'm at a point where like I just don't want to right now. I just don't. And I'm in a book club where sometimes they do read those and I'll read those for the book club. Or like I am at the library and if I find a book that I'm like, oh, that's really good and it's not smut and like I'm putting it in the system or whatever, I'll check it out and I'll read that. But it has to be a certain type of book, a certain level of book for me to step out of my smut era. Simply because I don't want to be devastated.
Exactly. Like, there's too much happening right now.
I
for
just
me to
fucking
really
don't.
even
I want to read about
that.
two people that hate each other to their core, that fucking borderline that literally borderline want to punch each other in the mouth.
Correct.
And then they hate
and
fuck.
sometimes
And then
do.
right. And then they hate fuck and then they become obsessed with each other. And then I just get to watch them have sex with each other and then fall
be
in love.
It's really not that hard to understand. Yeah, no, I get it.
So
I think
fuck that.
I think we should post like some of our other favorite books.
Oh, we
like,
should.
Here's like our top 3 recommendations that aren't smut. If you're gonna shame
Oh, yeah,
us
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah, yeah,
smut
yeah.
and you don't want to read smut and you're mad that
Yeah,
this
yeah.
episode is all about fucking smut, we are
Right.
intellectual bitches too. We're
Yeah.
bitches with range. So we
Right.
will like post books that we
That we
like to
like that
recommend
are
for
not
people
that.
that don't want to read about smut.
Like, I'm reading Black AF history right now. Because it was just Black History Month, and I was like, I'm gonna read a nonfiction book that has to do with Black people.
And I love that.
And so it's like I get educated. I'm reading those things as well.
Once again, I spent my whole life reading normal books.
I
I'm gonna read my
read
smut.
I
That's like I spent
read
my whole life being in committed monogamous
what is it
relationships.
called?
I'm gonna be a whore.
Period.
I mean, I stopped now, but
Right,
like
right.
I earned it.
I've started reading those like cute little romance novels. Like I read Funny Story by Emily Henry.
Yeah.
I want to read People We Meet on Vacation. Like I read other things.
I read your books.
Exactly.
They're only a little smutty.
And like barely. Some of them are not really at
Yeah.
all.
This latest one, you like added it in last minute.
Yeah, and I have to change some things because I think I do actually. I think for a long time I was nervous to write smut because of the perception of smut. But I think I've reached a point where I'm like, I don't fucking care. And this
No,
book would
2026
be.
is the year about joy.
This book is so perfect as a smut book. Like the concept of it. Yeah, so perfect.
So
Because like I'm writing the And series, and sex in that series really plays an emotional
yeah.
like relationship. It's not
Well,
like
it's not like sex. It's intimacy.
it's intimacy.
Yeah.
And that's usually where my wheelhouse is
Right.
intimacy and less like fucking.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love to read it, it's hard for me to write.
Fair.
But yeah, I've decided just to say fuck it and do that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the first series where the sex is ever graphic in that way.
2026 is about doing things that make you happy and not fucking caring what anyone else thinks about it.
Period.
I don't care. I don't care anymore.
I don't care. And that's why I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna add that in there.
Yeah.
And then the new book that I'm writing, which is like a vampire witch New Orleans gothic, southern gothic sort of vibe.
So now we're gonna go to New Orleans for that too.
We're going there, and I'm doing some research. That's not gonna be smutty at all because it's like devastating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like intimacy.
Soul
again.
crushing.
Yeah. So a lot of like the books that I write are more about intimacy than bang digga dang dang digga dang dang digga dang dang, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to step into writing more of that one day.
And I'm excited to step into reading more of it.
This couldn't have happened at a better time.
No, dead ass. Dead ass.
So yeah, we'll leave our recommendations for non-smutty books.
But if you want smut recommendations,
let us
ask
know.
Amber, because she's got me on some shit.
I'm
right
very
now.
well read in that arena. But if you aren't interested in sports or dark or why choose, find somebody else. So I'll leave my recommendations for that. If you're interested, comment below.
I'll leave my normal people book recommendations.
Yeah, she has a lot of those. I do have quite a few, but probably not as many as her. So, you know, we serve different purposes, but we're here to serve and provide.
We've read a lot of books between the two of us.
Yeah, because we're both very fast, advanced
so
readers. That like
embarrassing.
Sometimes I read a book a day.
Yeah.
So it's like
exactly.
We got a lot going.
A lot all the time.
Yeah. And if you want to hear more about books that we've read, if you want us to do another episode where we could kind of do like a book club, recommend
if you guys
us.
have recommendations for books,
I
would love that.
Recommend us a book or however
recommend
many books
me
or whatever.
some smut now that I'm getting into it.
And then maybe we'll do another episode down the road where we choose one of your recommendations, we read the book, and we give our thoughts on it.
I love that.
Right?
Because we read really fast.
We do.
Chances that we could get through a solid 3 chapters
in a week.
No, I'm saying if we sat here on the podcast and read and reviewed it as we went,
no,
we could so easily crush half a book in an hour-long podcast.
No, easy. I'm down.
Leave us recommendations.
Yeah.
I'd have so much fun with that.
I would too. I'm really excited.
Me too.
We kind of weren't around last week. That we've had so much going on. We're so fucking busy. I'm in grad school. You have your kids. They
I
were
just
home from
launched a whole
school. Like,
new
you
side
have another
venture.
job essentially. You have a side hustle. Go to her social medias to find out what that side hustle is. I promise you won't be disappointed. And I think it's just our schedules didn't align until today. So
Yeah, no.
we did not have an episode last week, but we will have one this week, and we're gonna keep
We're doing our
obviously
best.
having one. We're doing our best. Next week might be a little bit more of a serious topic, but neither of us wanted to fuck around with that
None of
at
us
all
felt it today, so
So we're excited you're back. We're
we love you
excited to be here. We
guys.
love you guys so much.
Happy week 6.
And we will see you guys next Friday.
Happy Friday!
Bye!